Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Book Mining. I'm back, and before I begin further, let me give you a little disclaimer. Please don't mind me because I'm getting kind of camera shy today because I've not filmed in ages, and yeah, this is the seventh take. So yeah, please bear with me because today I'm ranking every single Karen M McManus's book that she has published till date. That is 7th of February 2024. So yeah, she's coming out with another book this summer that is Such Charming Lies. I'm really looking forward to it. But today I'm going to be ranking the 7 books that she has come out till date. I picked up the first book from her. I think One of Us is Lying. That's part of a trilogy from her, and since then I've binged every single book, to be honest with you. And she is one of the authors that has made it to my favorites in such a short time. So yeah, very fun. I've been really looking forward to this video, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So yeah, beginning with the seventh book, we'll make our way to the first one. So the one that I didn't like at all and is a very big disappointment, I think, is You'll Be the Death of Me by Karen. So it's basically a murder occurs when three childhood friends who reunite, after they got broken apart due to certain circumstances, reunite and skip school to find one of their classmates actually dead, in a building. So it's a coincidence they run into his dead body apparently. And yeah, the book is all about that and how they're gonna find the end and everything. So yeah, it's classic conventional thing. Why I do not like this now is that the characters have got secrets to tell, and there are a few reveals in the book, but like they just do not affect the storyline, and it's personal secrets, to be honest, like almost like family issue secrets thingies, if you know what I mean. And they do not affect the storyline at all, and like it's just boring. Okay, like, to be honest, the few reveals that this book has, like it has few reveals, and that's the really annoying part of this one. Like there's no suspense, no thriller at all, and the few reveals it has are like just pointless and not worth it. She leaves us in cliffhangers in various chapters, but then they're just not worth it because they're just the most like vague, not vague to say, I think the most obvious kind of solutions that she gives for the cliffhangers. Like there's no thrill part in this one, and like I did not feel the thriller element at all in this book. Also, the storyline is boring and lousy. Like, not like lousy, okay, but it was boring. Like, I'm getting really annoyed with this book, to be honest with you, because it was like one of those books from Karen. Like, I never expected this to happen, but I kind of read it for the sake of reading it, to be honest, okay? Like, the solution is just so. Like, when I reach the end, you're like, okay, now the solution's gonna come up. But it's like, almost like, it does not feel like a solution at all. It is a solution, but it's almost like it's part of the story and there's something yet to happen, but it's a solution. It's like so basic and so bland. Like there's no fun element in that solution. And I think, yeah, bland is the most apt way to describe the solution. Like, yeah, it's just boring. There's, I think, a little more depth to the storyline would really help in this book, and a little more depth to the characters as well. Like, it's really built upon the fact that everybody has a secret, but then those secrets are just like not something that you really expect, from that build up. Like, oh my god, everybody is hiding a secret. It's just all not worth it. Too much hype build, and there's nothing really. Like there's no actual material, okay, and like just too much hype in the story. So yeah, did not like this at all, I think. But yeah, it's the worst one from her, and I'm really disappointed in this one. Moving on to the next book. The next one I think is The Cousins by Karen M McManus. Very promising book. It's a very good one. Like, let me tell you this, okay? Her books are really good. Except for this one, every single book is really good, but then I have to compare some giving them rankings. But it's excellent, this one. It's like this deserted, not deserted island. Like, it's almost like a theme park sort of island where people come to vacation. It's a holiday hotspot, and it's owned by the grandmother of these three cousins who actually, like totally cut off all of her sons by just leaving a note for them, like, you know what you did, like, so the cousins go there and they want to dig upon family secrets and past and actually see why her grandmother actually cut off all families and everything. And so they come on the island and they actually work at the hotel that the grandmother owns. So the setting is very nice, a beach and a grand hotel. Like, I like everything that's actually luxury. So it's really nice, the setting and everything. Like, them exploring the island and then, having things like deja vus or something, I think. Like, their parents told them about the same thing. Like, the parents actually mention lots of the island in their talks, of course, and then they see them in person so they can connect and everything. They go upon digging secrets, and then there's drama between the cousins, and the cousins also have lots to hide. And the solution is pretty satisfactory, to be honest with you. Now, the only thing, again, this book that actually lacked is a bit of thriller, I think. Yeah, this book's not got too much thrill except for the very end. And the solution is satisfactory, and I really enjoyed it. It was a very good read. Yeah. So this is sixth now. Coming on to the fifth book from Karen, I think I'll give this book the spot. It's Nothing More to Tell. This book is layers and layers and layers and layers, and that's something I absolutely love. The storyline, the characters, every single thing in this book has layers. Like, you think you reach the end and like the solution is just waiting for you, but there's actually another 2 or 3 layers before you reach that, and that's the joy of reading it and going through all those layers. So it's basically that, there's this girl who actually graduated from her school, and her favorite teacher was murdered in the past, but then the case is actually like did not find like some, I think, it just closed, and there was like nothing, no verdict or anything given upon that one. And it's a cold case, so she again reinvestigates it because she wants to get a job in TV's advertising, like something firm, and this is one of the headlines in the stories that she wants to cover. So yeah, it's a project, and her ex-boyfriend is actually one of the 3 people who actually found the body on that tragic day when her favorite teacher actually died in the woods. So yeah, there's layers and everything, and lots of false paths that the characters actually follow, and then they come to realize like why they follow the path and everything. So it's amazing. There's lots of, I think this book is definitely like high on suspense, and I actually loved it a lot. Okay, and the whole mysterious vibe of the woods and murder over there, like, yeah, it's amazing, and I absolutely loved it. Now, coming to book number 4, I think. Yeah, it's the part of the Bayview trilogy. It's the second book, One of Us Is Next, by Karen. I think this book, if you compare it from the other 2 books, is definitely not the third, like the worst. It's the third, okay, in terms of ranking in the trilogy. But yeah, it was a very good book still, and I absolutely loved Maeve and Knox's Knox's duo. I read this quite some time before, so pardon me if I mess up the names, but yeah, Maeve and her a boy named Knox's duo, they're like a very fun and thrilling duo, and they do some really daredevil things in this book, and that's really interesting to read. Now, it's basically that if you know the Bayview trilogy, this is with Simon, and it's a copycat that's back after Simon's dead in the first book, and it's a game of truth or dare instead of the whole secrets revealing thing. So basically, a person has to take up a truth or dare, or the person is going to reveal a secret. So it's nice gossip, actually, seeing all those secrets getting spilled, and the ripple effect, the drama that the secrets when they come out set, and how people cope with it. And then there's like truth or dare basically turns deadly and somebody actually dies, and so then there's investigation and lots of things. One thing I absolutely love about trilogies is that you actually connect with the characters a lot, so you can see how everything is going, and you know a lot about the characters because you've read them one book or like before as well, in One of Us Is Lying. So yeah, the next book in the list is Two Can Keep a Secret. Now, this book is really good. Okay, the solution is dark, I think, and yeah, it's pretty dark, not like dark, but yeah, it's pretty adult sort of thingy. But yeah, it was still my favorite standalone from Karen M McManus, I think, till date. It's just brilliant. It's high on thriller and suspense. Like, after the first murder, like, it's a cold case actually, and there were homecoming queens who like died and never came back home, but then the case is like back, and people start digging, so to hide the murderer from, to stop them from getting the truth, there's another murder. So people are like, oh my god, there's the killer is still in town. So it's really that thrilling element. And then there's sets at the carnival, and carnivals really give me those spooky vibes. And there's the woods that they have to cut through many a time, so it's nice and mystery kind of feeling all over the town. Like, every single time I'm like, something is gonna happen to them, okay? Like, she actually built up the suspense a lot in this book, and I love that, okay, about the things. Like, one of the things that I think the last book, You'll Be the Death of Me, lacked is that there was nothing happening, okay, in that book, to be honest. Like, after the murder, nothing happened. But over here, you know, it's human behavior. Duh. If you start digging upon some person's black deeds, of course he's gonna do something to stop you, and that's exactly what is happening. And the way these guys actually, dig upon secrets and learn all of those dark secrets of their town. It's just amazing, and I loved Two Can Keep a Secret. Echo Ridge, the town's name is. So yeah, it's amazing and one of my favorites in Karen. Like, it's a very solid book. Coming on to the book that started it all, One of Us is Lying is the second book. So if this book was definitely not the first one, and that said everything, so this definitely would have gotten lower rating, but now I have to give it a high one because it actually introduced me to Karen, and all of those beautiful books I think I've read because of this book, because I read this one. It's an amazing book, an amazing start to the trilogy. It's not really that, focused on the plot, I think. It's really giving you a base. The plot is also good, okay, and the solution is very nice and satisfactory, and I loved it on that. But I think what this book does better is actually set a base for the trilogy and actually introduces the characters and things that are happening in past. So it's a good base to the trilogy, and I think like, if even one book is put out from the trilogy is nothing. And yeah, basically it's a very good base for the trilogy, and it's really something, as I say, that actually got me into reading with Karen and McManus. So basically that five students walk into detention, four don't walk out. And what Karen did is that she actually made all of these characters like completely contrasting. One's a jock, one's like a criminal sort of guy, the bad guy sort of thingy. Then one's the nerd, and then one's the the princess and the queen bee sort of thing at school. So it's very nice, the conflicting characters, and how all of these absolutely like totally different characters, almost like North and South Pole stuff, have to work together to actually work out the solution, because now they're actually suspects because they were in detention when one of the classmates actually died. So it's crazy actually, and the way the trilogy is built, upon this book is just amazing. So yeah. And my favorite, and the book I'm dying and I think of it every single day, it's one of my favorites now, I think, is One of Us is Back. And I'm really happy that Amazon gave me this big print, if you can see. Yeah, it's a bigger one. I was really surprised and I'm really happy. I'm gonna get more of these now. Yeah. It's just amazing. Like, just look at this. It's very interesting to read. This itself is an experience, okay? So yeah. Amazing book. Loved it. Amazing. It's high on drama, suspense, thriller, romance, every single thing packed in this one. And most of all, everything comes a full circle. It makes sense, and it's just amazing to follow all the characters around the ride. And to give you a review kind of thing, Addie Prentice is my favorite character. I love that girl. Nah, like, I really connected with that character, actually, not like from my personal experiences, but I had sympathies with her. Like, she is one strong character in this book, Addie Prentice, Adelaide. And yeah, it's just amazing. And the ending is, bro, I was literally blown away, okay, when in the end, like, it was crazy. This book has got crazy secrets and reveals and everything, and like, even when narrating this, I'm getting so many goosebumps as I reminisce all those scenes, you create in your mind while reading a book. That's the beauty, yeah. And yeah, it's just amazing. A wholesome package in this book, and it's a good full circle, and every justice is met finally. And the thing about trilogies is that you actually connect with characters a lot, okay? And you start to take sides and feel what they feel. So it's so nice to see, a happy ending for the ones that you really liked. And it's just a wholesome experience. And it was like almost kind of scary as well, but then it was heartwarming as well. Like, it was an amazing book, and I'm obsessed with it. And I love Karen M McManus. Karen, if you're watching this, you're an awesome author. I know she'll be watching it, I'm dumb, but yeah, that's actually how in love I'm with this book. And this is definitely, I think, right now on the mystery fiction kind of category, it's the second most favorite book of mine. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, that kind of wraps up the video. It's 15 minutes now. Thank you for sticking around if you have, and please do subscribe because please. Yeah. All right, bye guys, we'll see you in the next video, and I think I'll be posting more soon. Bye bye.